So, I thought we'd do something different today for my beta readers on the solo wilderness escape. Working on Act 2, but I know I'm behind. I'll read you a part of the act coming up that you will get. Let me see. What should we do? Yeah, we'll end there. So Solo, in the last act, has gone off into the wilderness. Centering the drifting canoe in the current, I take time to read the GPS tracker. Is there a portage coming up somewhere to avoid small rapids that I might be able to wade or line down? It would be nice to skip unloading and carrying the gear across to the next lake. Then a small floating stump cutting a V in the current midstream changes course. The animal weaves along, appearing to come up farther down the river for a second. A beaver, another joy for today. When it dives again to hide, I give a great, quick, smooth, strong pull of the paddle close in on the place where she goes down and secretly close the gap. And up she comes. I freeze, not a single move, using just the paddle as a rudder. And gliding closer, I can see the black of her eyes and the slick brown of her hair. But a dragonfly buzzing my hand makes me twitch just a little, and I hear a splash, a slap of her tail that echoes in this narrow valley. Is it a warning or a threat? The sound of rapids around the bend surprises me, so I step out of the canoe onto the unsteady steep bank. It's slippery, but I think keeping the bow line of the canoe just below me, I can work my way down through the rapids. I must have missed the portage. Stupid. Guiding the canoe between some rocks where the current seems better is working, and then it narrows. The current picks up and the bank steepens. It's too hard. I'll have to move out further into the river, holding the stern line and pushing the canoe out into the current and around a boulder. I have to lean way out, holding just the knotted end of the rope and pull the canoe back into the eddy on the other side. The rope sears across my palm as the current yanks the canoe. Hold on, I growl to myself through the clenched teeth, knowing that losing the canoe here, alone in the wilderness, might be a slow, painful death. But my desperate grip comes at a price. Each second of control etches new lines across my hands. Whoa, I yelled at myself as the rope tightens and throttles my hands. No matter what, don't lose the canoe way out here by yourself, you fool. Slipping and stumbling, I use my paddle for balance, running to keep up. Then the paddle shaft snaps. I feel my foot catch between three rocks and fall sideways. There's a terrific pop of my ankle. Ugh! I scream. Wincing, I try to shift my cold, twisted ankle in my boot and feel it pulsing, throbbing. This whole trip is just foolish, I spit out, stabbing the ground with my stump of a paddle. My wilderness journey alone is meant to mend my spirit, to find myself, to prove that I'm not the washout my sister thinks I am. Yet here, with my damaged ankle hindering my progress, familiar self-doubts come back in. My eyes drift south towards the cliff trails that I had already crossed. But there must be a ranger somewhere down there, or at least other canoers. Retreating, if even possible, would be another failure. The idea beckons, uncomfortably reminiscent of my usual patterns of giving up. And I am small and insignificant, failing, trying, but not achieving anything. I've been burned again, and I don't belong here. I don't belong anywhere. Suddenly, echoes of the distance. Thunder echoes in the distance. Sitting here in my wet, cold, shallow pity puddle, I look up for the first time. There are dark storm clouds moving fast. I hear thunder in the distance, but I see the lake just 50 feet more. Standing, I fall forward, the weight of my ankle, and using the paddle shaft like a crutch, I let out a long scream. Ag, my ankle! Alone, far, far away. With my injury, I'm defeated. The realization is like ice water, no cell service, no backup plan, just me alone, and hundreds of kilometers of wilderness stretching in every direction. A kind of isolation Dad always loved, but warned could be deadly. The echo of my scream comes back to me across the water, bouncing off the rocky cliffs. Slumped in the shallows, cold water seeps in my clothes, and I hold my head in agony. Hello? You okay? A woman's voice carries over the rush of the water. That woman of all people. I grit my teeth, both from pain and from pride. That's just part of chapter 14, To Wet Your Whistle. Here, from within an igloo, I thought it'd be a nice way to record it. I have to read it through another time, do some tweaks, and then you can have it. Bye for now. Cheese.